and welcome, listeners, to the first episode of The Next Big Thing, the podcast by the Entrepreneurs Club of RIC. I'm VImukthi,
And I'm Liyana,
and today the first topic that we've chosen is conspiracies.
revolving around businesses.
Yeah, okay. Now that you mentioned it, a lot of these, you might be thinking, like, how are conspiracies related to businesses, right? So, a lot of these big names and businesses have a lot of shady stuff going on. Let's be real. They're not exactly clean. So sometimes these either get exaggerated or there are secrets that come out.
Again, these are just conspiracy
Yeah.
theories. We're not saying that it's true or false.
I mean, they're
Just,
most probably true.
Okay, but just as a warning, we are
Yeah.
not saying it's true or false.
Okay.
Please don't hold it against
Yeah,
us.
so conspiracy, like when you say conspiracy, it's like all the way from like meme content like Zuck is a leader to like more serious things like
Rothschild
the Rothschild
family.
family being like been hoarding most of the Earth's wealth
Yeah.
for I don't know centuries by now. But Brian, why don't you explain what to anyone who doesn't know what the Rothschild family? I feel like everyone knows, but let's why don't you explain to them a little?
Okay, so basically, the gist of it is that the Rothschild family is a very, very old, powerful German family that's been around for centuries. That's like extremely rich and like you said, like hoarding a lot of money of the world.
There are rumors that like a quarter of the Earth's wealth is owned by them, and so even like the banks in Europe go to this family
Yeah.
to get like loans. Like think about that for a second.
And it's creepy. Like, such a big family.
Yeah. But then there's a restaurant in Sri Lanka also called the not restaurant. It's like they were involved in like tea plantations here as well. There's like a plantation called Rothschild tea plantation.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Either way.
Oh, now we are all linked to it.
Yeah, but so their hands are spread worldwide clearly. But yeah, these these rich and sort of powerful people are a bit eccentric. Like speaking of
Elon Musk?
yeah, exactly. These rich and powerful people have so much like influence and spending money. So
Yeah.
right now Elon is training with like top boxers and trainers.
Yeah.
The point is that these rich and powerful people have so much like influence, too much money, too much. But then like they're so rich and powerful that their spending money is like daily spending money is probably what an average person might earn in a lifetime, right? So naturally they might seem unnatural.
Yeah.
Which is like so maybe that's where the conspiracies come from.
Speaking about conspiracy theories, so do you know about the New World Theory?
Go ahead.
It's about like all these companies that don't think it's like companies per se, like governments coming together to like purposely create disasters and diseases and whatnot.
Maybe.
And it's like, so Big Pharma, there's this whole conspiracy theory
Definitely. They probably
around COVID, how they put out the virus so that like they can earn through it. That was like
yeah. So, but companies like what was it, Pfizer and all, they got super rich from creating the vaccines. When the World Health Organization tried to classify COVID-19 when it first came, they decided to first classify it as not to like as it doesn't spread a lot.
Right.
I'm not sure what the exact terms are, but basic. China could have had an influence there. They are one of the biggest spenders in most of the world stuff. Like they spend a lot here as well.
Yeah.
So definitely they could have done it. And the Chinese Communist Party, like, I know it's getting kind of like dark and bleak, but like you have like they do a lot of bad stuff. So maybe sometimes the bad stuff is exaggerated in conspiracies.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about Elon Musk, actually. You know, the brain chip that he came up with?
Neuralink,
I think it's called. So technically there's this whole theory about, I don't know if it's true or not, but have you watched the movie Inception?
The one about dreams or dreams within dreams.
Yeah. So they say in the movie, I think, or I don't know if it's some other movie that they quoted in, that dreams are where like your ideas sprout and all that. So what if he's using the brain chip to get all the ideas from people so he can be the first to implement it? Okay, but question of the year up until now, Threads or Twitter?
So
Threads.
far,
I picked Threads.
Okay. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I just go on Twitter only when there's like a national emergency or something. So I just go there for news.
Okay. Speaking of Illuminati, actually, there was a whole theory about how they are like connected to like the presidents and the governments, and they like help create all these like, so they're known for like all these like corruption and stuff, right? How they create all that together.
Also, I wanted to add to how the media controls the like general population's idea of certain things. So if they decide at a certain point petrol is bad, they'll bring out like Greta Thunberg or someone, right? And suddenly if they decide, oh, we want to sell more petrol because we own all these oil fields, suddenly electric cars are bad.
Yeah.
Right? So it causes they create chaos within us.
I agree.
Right? So yeah, viewers, I hope this was at least mildly interesting.
At least a bit enlightening.
Yeah, if not at least on the very least not completely boring.
I mean, like you said, it's all connected to businesses in the end. So.
In the end, it's always it comes back to money and power in the world, right? So Liyana, can we expect a second installment of this?
Depends if they really like it, then yeah.
By the way, we'll wrap it up for now.
Okay.
Hopefully we see you next week.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.